Alright folks, I am heading back out today. I'm heading to another field, a part of this whole orange grove. It's like 5,000 acres, and I'm heading to, it's probably like a 5-acre little square. I've only been here once and I've never done like the whole thing, so we're going to try to get back in there and hopefully we find something good. The last time I was here, I walked a straight line through it, and we found a couple things, but hopefully we find something good. Alright, well, let's get to it. It's going to be like 90 degrees today, so it's a hot one. So, let's get at it. Okay, here we are. This is the entrance to the old fields and the house. And here's a cutoff here. Now this is a whole circle, and this was a field back in the day. So we are going to find an entrance and just walk right in. It's pretty tight, but I have a feeling we'll find something. So let's get on with it. I'm going to go down a little bit further and go like straight through the center. Okay, we are going to do a live dig here. Pretty good signal. '50s, '40s, '70s, '60s, all over the place. Could be anything. Okay, let's see if that got it. It got it. Doesn't sound good. Right here. Old copper. That's a pen, actually, I think. Yeah, I think that's like an old pen. The copper on the end there. Would have had aluminum all the way up it, surrounding the copper. Oh, it almost looks like a stylus, but I think it was some sort of pen. Okay, I was getting a very big signal under this tree here. Kind of irony. I have not seen it yet. I have reached down here. I feel it. I feel something big and flat. Feels like brass. Let's pull it up together. Pocket knife. It sounded mostly like iron, but it was really deep. So I dug it, and all those blades in there are of course iron. That is a complete pocket knife. It's just missing the wood. Sweet. And that brass on there, or copper, was giving me the good signal. I have found these with the scales still on the side, like the wood scales or bone scales. Very cool. Complete pocket knife, and this was a big one too. I could never clean this up to get it to work again, but that is gorgeous. You find bits and pieces all the time, but you don't normally find complete ones. That is awesome. Love it. Got another Jeep iffy one. All over the place, but those are the signals we like. Deep and iffy. They could be good stuff. Be anything really. Be good, it could be bad. It's probably still in the hole. No, it's up here. copper wire. Probably off of a tractor or something. Okay, I just had a terrible signal. It turned out to be this old chain. Probably, maybe horse related. I'm not sure. Looks like older chain though. It's got that shape. Not as round. Huh. Very nice. We got another really good signal. Right down here. It's not even reading up some of the time. But that's a really good signal. I hope it's just not deep iron. It's actually something good. There's a lot of roots down here. Oh! I can't cut them. This is risking, scratching, whatever it is, getting all this crap out of here. Let me go in with the pinpointer. I like that color right there, that dark color. Yeah, whatever it is very deep. It's under this root here. Okay, it's right here. Okay, it's got writing on it. Huh. Schrader. Alright, so it's another valve stem type deal from Schrader. Early 1900s. I don't know if you could see the Schrader. Schrader. Might have patent numbers on it, I'm not sure. It might be coin size, maybe a little bigger. It actually sounds just a little too big for a coin. Unless it's like a big old thin silver. Which I doubt it. Copper thing off of like a tractor. Great signal. This is one giant bullet. Never found a bullet that big. I don't think that's a Civil War bullet though. It does have a hole in the bottom for like to have another piece, but I don't think that's big enough to be a Civil War bullet. It does not have the cantilures in the grooves there, which is like indicative of a post 1880 bullet. No rings up and down the grooves, but that is a honker. One of the biggest bullets I've ever found. Just popped up a piece of old buckle. You see where the pin would go through on the side. And those hooks would attach into the leather. Okay, let's go in for a close-up here. I just dug a little two-piece little flap button. Nothing on the face that I can see. And the shank is missing on the back. But it's got an iron back, so I'm not sure the age on that one, but little button, little flap button. Probably turn of the century. Okay, very close to that button there. Found another part to a two-piece. Check out that design. It's gorgeous. was parked to a two-piece, so the back is missing. It would have been in one of those little iron backs. Or it would have had a regular back, like a copper back with a shank, a two-piece. Very cool. Anybody have any idea what this is? If it's just like to hang something. It's got patent name, numbers and dates on it. And I can't read it. All I can see is patent. Don't know. I'll work on it and I'll look it up for the roundup. Holy moly. I just dug the biggest hoe I've ever dug in my life. This thing is massive. Check that out. Whew. I knew it was big and deep. That's awesome. It's not too bad under there either. Should definitely be able to clean that one up with no problem. We're not down by the water, so. Awesome. Definitely a hoe. Digging. Very cool. Awesome. This is strange. Now, same exact hole. That's the top to like a, oh man, what do you call it? A wood stove. Same exact hole, straight down. And I don't know if you can tell, but there's like a layer in here. We grab it. It's a layer, different layer. Let me stick the pinpointer back in there. There's definitely more beeping in here. There's a nail. There's like a weird layer in here. I think I got it here. Got stuff crawling on my head now. Spiders. Okay. Now this isn't iron, this is a musket ball. That is neat. A musket ball, a hoe, top to a drum. I'm gonna dig this out for sure right here. I'm gonna dig this area out and see what I get. Alright, so far nothing else crazy except a bunch of glass and nails. I do have some more glass. There was like a jar or something down here. That's part of the jar. This is window glass. And a lot of nails. There's something really big down there. I'm trying to figure out what it is. But it's not magnetic, so I don't know. It might just be a rock, but it might be something. Okay, now I'm pulling bits of embossed glass up and brick. Like brick just piled on top of one another. I got one undone here. It's another brick. Nice old brick. Now listen to all the signals underneath all that glass. I mean, underneath all that brick. It might just be, yeah, see, that's a staple. But I'm definitely gonna dig this out quite a bit. Man, that is such a shame right there. That would have been a beautiful bottle. That one is old right there. Very old. Oh my word. Yep. That makes me sad. I haven't found any whole bottles yet. But lots of pieces of them. I mean, if it's all there, I'm gonna save it and try to put it back together, but I gotta be careful. Okay, just saw this pop out as I was digging. We got another flat button here. It's in its shank again. Nice shank. We got a flatty. Okay, I filled back in that hole. I didn't find a complete bottle. I definitely found some pieces. There's a corner here of this one. I didn't find the whole thing, but I plan on coming back here another day. Because if I found a whole one of these, my word, that would be awesome. That's a mason jar, but it's got a patent on it. And this was a cork top. I think these were all cork tops here, but this one found the top for it. Ohan. I think this was the oldest one here out of all of them. Just by the way it looks. But I'm going to dig a couple more test pits. This is the reason I found it all to begin with. I found that. And this stovetop. Back to back, and then all the glass underneath of it. And I put all the bricks back in. This is the area here I backfilled. Sprinkled some leaves on top as to camouflage it. You definitely want to backfill it, and you do not want to leave open holes everywhere, especially big 1.5 foot holes, 2 feet holes. See, you can barely tell. I'm going to do a little bit more work in here, like covering it up, and I'm going to dig a couple more test pits just to see how far this little dump is, because I can see a little hump here. I don't know if you can see it. There's like a hump right there. That interests me. But we got the little button out of there, so I'm going to keep digging here, and I will be back with you. Alright folks, let's go over the end of the hunt here. Roundup. Tons of shotgun shells out there. They're all pretty darn old. Little bits of shell casings and stuff. Part of a light bulb. A lot of random crap you gotta dig out there. Gorgeous pocket knife. It's a honker. That's the biggest pocket knife I've ever dug. Iron pieces here. We got a giant hoe, and it's broken at the end. I think that's probably why they threw it away. And this is the top to a stove, like an old oven basically, just to cook the food in. That's the little hole right there is where they would stick a rod into it so they didn't burn themselves, to get it off basically. And there probably is either a patent date or like a maker underneath that rust there, but it's got a good base on the bottom there. And chain, old chain here. Here's some buttons. We got 2 little flat buttons, 2-piece little iron backs. Shanks are missing on them. And top of a 2-piece button. A very nice floral pattern. Copper and aluminum, a little pen of some sorts. We got a bunch of little copper pieces. We got a copper, like leather tack nail, a little piece of copper there too. Shell casings, more and more shell casings. Little random piece there, a little random piece of brass. Not sure what that is. And this right here does have a patent date on it. And I think it says 1870. It looks like a 70 the end there. Don't know if you can see that, but I think it's 1870. I will try to work on it and figure it out more. Copper, copper, copper. Copper jacketed bullet. Modern. 2 musket balls. I got a fired one. That's fired as well, I believe. But 2 musket balls and a honking bullet here. And that's probably pre-1880. It doesn't have the cantilures going up and down. I don't believe it's Civil War though, but it has a little hole in the bottom. Kind of like how a Williams cleaner would have a little post on the end, but I don't believe this is a Civil War bullet. I think it is too small. Maybe 1870s, 1880s, something like that. But if you know, please let me know. It's got 2 rings on it, flat base, the little post hole in the bottom. I don't know what to really compare it to. That's the size of it compared to a shotgun shell. About the same size lengthwise. Okay, a Schrader valve stem. And that's probably a part to a tractor or something. We got a piece of a buckle. And let's go up to the glass here. I left that one really cool bottle that was broken there along with the mason jar. So I could kind of mark the area where I was digging. I put a little bit of leaves over it, cover it up, so I know where to go back to. And I didn't want to get stabbed on the way home and had a lot of sharp pieces, but just took a couple pieces to put in my little collection here. This bottle would have been amazing to have complete. It is very old. This is probably the oldest one out of there. Cork top. It's definitely hand blown. Embossed. Oh, hand. It's the only piece I could get off of there, but that is an old piece of glass right there. Very cool. There's got to be some whole bottles in there. I need to go back with the proper gear and dig that whole pit out and just search. Put all those bricks back in there. It's so weird though. The hoe was there. This was under the hoe, and then there was a layer of bricks. And then under all those bricks was all the glass, so I don't know what was going on there. That just naturally how things were. This is from when it was an orange grove and everything below. Well, that's when it was an orange grove. This is when it was a house, and the bricks, everything just collapsed down. I don't know. It didn't seem like a big area because I dug a bunch of other pits and found a little bit more, but this area was the main concentration. So I will go back to that pit, dig it out nice and big, and hopefully we can pull some big old bottles like this out. I've still never found a absolutely complete cork top bottle. Never found a complete one. Found tons of bits and pieces of them, a lot of broken, but almost complete ones, but never fully complete. And that is my goal next time, to go out there and get that done. So I hope you enjoyed this hunt as much as I did. I had a blast, and I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. See you on the next.